Hi, I'm Sue Henry with Sue Henry Talks, and I'm so excited that you're here today. I help people bring extra money into their household, and that's kind of a good thing, right? Well, today I'm going to be talking about an app that actually saves you money, but makes you money, puts it in your back pocket so that you've got additional money to spend. So let me go in. I'm going to share my screen so you can take a look at this app, the different ways that, the four different ways that you can use it to make money and see how it works for you. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so here we go. Sometimes, technology works for me, and sometimes I just don't work it the right way. So here's what the app is. It's called GetUpSide, and this is the icon right here. Ignore the pink. You don't need to worry about that. That's not going to show up. It's available for Android and it's available for Apple phones. So when you go in, it's just going to be this white part with the blue arrow that's a circle, and it'll say Get Upside. So that's the app you want to make. Again, it's totally free. Now with this app, there's three different ways to begin with that you can earn money. You can earn money on gas, restaurants, and groceries. So it has a location service or whatever, I don't know what you call it, in the app. So it's going to be able to determine where you are. So say for instance, you need some gas. So you would hit the gas and it's going to come up with a map like this of different gas stations that are close to you that this app has got a contract with. Now they've got contracts with hundreds and hundreds of grocery stores and restaurants and gas stations. So chances are there's going to be some by you. You could take a look at this and find out which one you want to drive to, which one is closest. You get to decide on that. So for me, the closest one is right here. It's the Holiday Station, and they're showing gas at $2.76 a gallon. Now, if you look underneath that, it says that 39-cent gallon back. What that means is if I go in and I use my app and I hit, so on here, I would hit that white spot where it shows holiday. I would hit that, and then a button's going to come up that says claim. So I'm going to claim it, meaning that I'm going to go get the gas. I'm going to use my card, get my gas like I normally do, and ask for a receipt. You need to have a receipt. You take that receipt, and then there's a little box that you fill out after you hit claim, and you put the information in from your receipt. Then whatever dollar amount, so say for instance, for easy figuring, you got 10 gallons of gas, you're going to get, and if you get 39 cents back, that's $3.90. So $3.90, once you've entered the information correctly, it's that $3.90 is going to be added into your app. So you're going to have a balance there that they owe you. Now, also, if you look at this, you can see that I also have a 25-cent a gallon amount that I get paid in additionally. So besides the $3.90 I would get on that 10 gallons, I'm also going to get $2.50. So now all of a sudden I've got $6.50 that I'm getting back from the gas I bought. I would have had to buy the gas anyway. I'm not paying any more, but I'm getting a kickback on the other end because of the contract that they have. So that's one way that you can make, get money in your pocket from using the app for gasoline. Now, the second one is restaurants. Now, I didn't pull this off. On mine, it showed if you look down here below, it says you have 6 offers nearby: gas stations, restaurants, groceries. So when I clicked on the restaurants, Burger King is what came up. Or at least it was the biggest one that was most noticeable. I didn't look at any of the others. Well, I'm not a fan of Burger King. I'm not going to drive to Burger King. I'm not going to eat at Burger King. No offense to anybody who loves Burger King. It's just not what I do. However, it does have information in there. So it's got offers. So if you go in and you look at that offer, it's going to tell you then if you buy this and you claim it, how much money they're going to pay you as a result. So if you're, and it's more than just fast food restaurants. That's just what showed up today. So take a look at that. Are there restaurants? If you're hungry for lunch, if you want to meet the girls for lunch, if you want to, whatever it is you want to do, there might be a way that you can go out to lunch and still put some money in your back pocket as well. And again, it comes down to making sure you get the receipt and hitting the claim, entering the information, and then the money will show up in your account in the app itself. The next thing I want to talk about is the groceries. Now, this I thought was really, really cool. They have contracts with a lot of different grocery stores. In my area, it's Cub Food that they have the contract with. I've never been much of a shopper at Cub Food just because I don't want to have to bag my own groceries, and it's not a big deal anymore. All 6 kids are grown and gone. It's not like I have 3 shopping carts of food like I used to. But their store is bright, it's clean, their produce is really good, and their prices are really comparable to what I pay anyway at my favorite grocery store. But if I go here, as you can see, because of the contract the app has, I'm going to get 13% back based on what I spend. Now, it's up to, if you click on more information, it says up to $20. So if I went, say for instance, I went every other week and I did a bigger grocery shopping, and I looked at, what their specials were and what I needed, what we were running low on, all of that kind of stuff, not buying just stupid stuff, but buying things that we're going to actually eat and utilize. Now, all of a sudden I could buy it there and turn around and get that 13% back up to $20. So I'm making a little bit more money that's going into my account that's going to be held there until I decide to withdraw it. So they've got a number of different grocery stores. This is the one that came up in my area. But again, it's groceries I was buying anyway. I'm not paying any more for the groceries in order to get this cash back. Does it make sense to change some of my shopping habits if it means that I'm going to be able to get some of this money put aside, kind of like a forced savings account, so I could withdraw for the things I want? And I kind of call it my fun money or my personal maintenance, my nails and fun things like that. So you get to call it what you want, but it can add up. So let's go back to the gas again, because that's something that most of us can really relate to. So according to the U.S. Department of Transportation, they released this in April of 2021. So I don't know if these numbers were based on what happened because, in 20 and 21 because of the of COVID and people weren't traveling as much, or if this is numbers that were compiled before the pandemic and they just released them during the pandemic. So I'm going to use these numbers because these are the ones that I can legitimately say that are real numbers. And maybe it's more for people, maybe it's less for people, depending on where we're at, but we're just going to use this to be on the safe side. So it says that 90% of US households spend an average of $250 a month on gas for transportation. Well, according to their numbers, that's about 47 gallons of gas each month per household. Now, I'm going to go with the 47 gallons because then that way I don't have to worry about, well, if the price is this much, this is what it is. And if the gas price is this much, this is what it is. We're just going to go with the 47 gallons, okay? So if you share this app, again, it's a free app. If you shared this with 10 people, and they wanted to save money on gas as well, and that's the only way they used it, they didn't care about the groceries or the restaurants, that way you'd have 10 people, that would be 470 gallons a month that they were buying. That would bring you $4.70. Doesn't seem like much, but it keeps adding up. So you add that onto what you're doing. Then if you look over here, it talks about the free gas. So every time somebody buys your gas, you get 1 cent, which would be for this 470. But when somebody uses it for the first time, you're going to also get paid 15 cents, and they're going to save 15 cents as well. So now you're just upping the amount of money that's getting put in this account. So if 10 people started using it at restaurants and at grocery stores, even every now and then, that's going to increase the amount of money that you get paid. Make sense? So all of a sudden you could start looking at maybe having an extra 100 extra 150, maybe $200 into this account every month because of just sharing it with other people who want to save money on gas as well. Remember, they're not paying anything more. They're just using the app, finding the locations, and if it's convenient, that's where they're going to get their gas, their groceries, their food, whatever it is that they're doing. Now, when the money goes into the account in your app, You can withdraw at any time. There's a little button, you just push withdraw, and it will be added or will be transferred to your PayPal account really, really quickly, usually within an hour. So when you do set up your app, you're going to need a PayPal account email address that you put in there in order to set it up. So if you don't have or a PayPal account, obviously you'll want to set one up. Again, free to do, and it's pretty easy. But there's one more thing that I want to share with you that could make a difference for you. So you can share this app, and you're going to get, so here's my code. So if you decide you wanted to download the app, go ahead and use my code. And there's a couple reasons why. So when you open up the app, it's going to ask you if you have an invite code. You would use the TUJW99. Then it's going to ask if you have a promo code. And here's the benefit of going through me. If you use the promo code WIN, you're going to get an additional 25 cents cash back for your first gas purchase. So you're making extra, so all of a sudden it's like you're getting almost, 75 cents or something like that off of each gallon of gas that you buy when you get the app. Well, if you've got two people in your family who are driving two vehicles, each person can upload it, and now or upload the app, and now you can be saving that kind of money on each vehicle. When you're filling up with gas, it could make a big difference, and then you're still sharing, and somebody else is and then you're getting paid for them having signed up for the app with your invite code. So it's a really great way to save a little bit of money on stuff you're buying already, and it puts a little bit more money in your pocket. But it's also super easy to share, because again, who doesn't want to save money on gas? I want to give more money to the oil companies, said no one ever, right? So this is a really great app. It's called GetUpSide. Go into your app store, whether you have an Android or an iPhone. It's going to be the perfect way for you to go ahead and start putting some of that money aside, whether it's 100, 150, 200 bucks, maybe more, depending on your network and who you share it with and how many people start to use it. It can make a big difference, or it can make a small difference. But whatever it is, it could make a difference, and you could be saving some of that money on things you're buying anyway. So please, if you would like more ideas on how you can add extra money to your income, into your household, and into your pocket, go ahead, hit subscribe, because that's what this channel is geared toward. And go ahead and hit the notification button. That way, you'll be notified every week or twice a week when I come on and I share, ideas on how you can make more money. And again, all of these ways, none of them will require team building in order to put a little bit more money in your pocket. So diversification is key. Can't even talk, but it won't stop me. Diversification is key. The more different things we have coming in that even have smaller amounts, they all add in to something that could be substantial. So until next time, I'm looking forward to your comments. If you have anything, please go ahead and write it below. I'll be glad to respond. And I will also put the invite link and the promo code in the description as well, so that you've got those. So you have an incredible day, and we will talk soon. Bye-bye.